Hey, this is Mike Golic, and you're listening to Jim on Base.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Base Show. We're here at Edgewood Tahoe with the great Mike Golic, and it's good to see you. How many years is this for you coming out to Edgewood?
Only 2, so I'm looking to be most improved because I was bottom 10 last year. It was not a great experience from golf-wise, but venue, I mean, beautiful, fans are great. I mean, this is everything it's cracked up to be except my golf game.
Well, it's such a great scenery, like you said, so you can't have a bad day, but
right.
Anyone that you look forward to seeing out here?
I always enjoy meeting, quite honestly, the non-athletes. Colin Yost, who I met, Rob Riggle, I've done some stuff with him in the past. So it's more entertainers like that. I got to golf with Miles Teller and Chase Crawford last year. That was something, the amount of people following those two in our threesome. So I like more meeting the celebs in the entertainment world, because a lot of these athletes I've interviewed over the last 2.5 decades.
Well, I gotta say, you look good too. Did you drop a lot of weight lately? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I've been this way probably about 10 years now or so. I mean, listen, for linemen, especially after ball is over, you either go up or you go down. And I went up for a little bit, and now I'm down to about 230. It's just better for the joints, hips, knees, shoulders, everything. So feeling pretty good.
And I think haven't all of your kids played for Notre Dame too? That's pretty neat.
Yes, my sons Mike and Jake both played at Notre Dame. Mike was an O-lineman, Jake was a tight end. They were on the national championship game in 2012 when they lost to Alabama. My daughter was a swimmer at Notre Dame as well. So, and then my 2 brothers went to Notre Dame. So yeah, we got a little history there.
Well, it makes me wonder if they're kind of older now. Do you have grandkids, or what's kind of going on with that? 2
grandkids right now. My son Jake, his wife Jenny. I have a 2-year-old Jackson, very cool. And then my daughter Sydney and her husband Ben Broniker, who played at Harvard, and he played for the Bears for a number of years as tight end. They have a little girl, 6-month-old Alex. So, and Jenny, from Jake and Jenny, they're Jackson. They're pregnant again. So, 3rd grandkid on the way. Being a grandparent is very, very cool.
Got to make for some fun Christmas times, right?
Oh, I mean, it's just getting them together. And then the beautiful thing is you can just give them back. You know, when they're crying or they need a diaper change, you just say, here you go. Grandpappy doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I've been having people on and asking them about what kind of music they're into and who their first concert was. So anyone stick out for you?
God, my first concert might have been, I'm into country a lot, but my first concert, in all honesty, was probably when I was a lifeguard. That was like one of the first jobs I had when I was a teenager. And we had a place called Blossom Music Center in Cleveland that was some seats but mostly lawn. And I think it might have been the Beach Boys that we had as lifeguards and Beach Boys. It kind of all fit. So I think that may have been the first one.
Wow, yeah, you're right. It all goes together.
Yeah.
And as a lifeguard, do you have any saves and you pull anybody out?
No saves, no, which is good. Even though we were ready to do it if we needed to. It was the local city pool. It was fun. It was a great way where we all hung out. We were all on the swim team together as well. It was a fun way to grow up.
And I had AJ Hawk on earlier, and as you know, he's an Ohio guy. Yep. So there's actually a lot of Ohio guys in this tournament, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, they should do it by state to see where everybody's from and see if Ohio, where they're at in that. But yeah, always good to see Ohio guys, especially northern Ohio guys, not so much southern Ohio guys.
Well, have you been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame then? I've always wanted to go there.
Oh yeah, I mean I've been to that. I mean I don't get back to Cleveland as much as I would like to, but I've certainly been there. That's probably 20 minutes from where I grew up. So yeah, it's a great area.
What else are you up to? Any projects? Any other shows in the works or anything?
Well, yeah. I mean, since I left ESPN, me and my son Mike, DraftKings started a sports network. So he and I do a morning show together, live streaming, YouTube, all the different streaming services that I can't name, because people always say, "Oh, is it different now that it's streaming and radio?" And I said, no, I just talk into a microphone. Where it gets distributed, I have no idea. So I'm saying the same stuff. It's just where they distribute it. But yeah, Mike and I have been doing the morning show for a little over a year now, so it's been cool.
And last question here. I'm always curious what people are into for hobbies, like besides what you're known for. What do you like to do to get away from football and everything?
I love fishing. Huge bass fishing especially. Find me a good lake and give me a line and give me a rod and reel. Let me throw it in and just I did it so much, and I still do it as much as I can. I find it, people say it's boring. I find it so relaxing, and I absolutely love it. So that's probably been one of my biggest things.
Well, it makes me wonder. I've had Rick Barry on. Have you fished with him? I know he's big into fishing. Oh.
No, I have not. I know a lot of guys are big into fishing, more than I think people think. But yeah, it's very relaxing and a lot of fun.
Well, relaxing, a lot of fun. We're looking at it right here too in Tahoe. So thanks for coming on, Mike. It was good to meet you.
You got it. Thanks.